Hi, my name is Andre Roundtree Jr., and I will be recording a video talking about my learner's dispositions. I do have my learner's dispositions here. Not only are these learner's dispositions, but they are also educator dispositions. I will be reading off of this so I can keep track of where I'm at in my video. The first things first I have on here is dispositions that I possess that makes me a successful teacher. The first disposition that I possess that I feel makes me a successful teacher is fairness. I feel like fairness is needed within the classroom. If you create fairness within your classroom, that is creating equality. So anytime I reward a student, it needs to be the same reward given to another student if they are deserving of it. If students are educating themselves or learning content in the classroom, each student should be acknowledged and each student should be heard. I believe that is creating fairness within the classroom. The next disposition I have is respect for the diversity of others. I do feel like everyone comes in their own form of uniqueness and creativity. Everyone looks a different way. Everyone sounds a different way. So respecting how they look, how they appear, and how they carry themselves is a big thing in educating field because you want your students to feel respected and comfortable in your classroom. The next thing I have here is advocacy. I do believe advocacy is a big one. If you're not advocating for your students or teaching them what's right, what's wrong, and also standing up for them when they are in the right or the wrong, then that's not teaching them accountability and advocacy. So I will advocate for my students at all times by all means. I'll make sure that I am fair when advocating for them, and I'll make sure I speak up with the voice that they cannot speak up with when advocating for them. The next question I have is dispositions that I need to work on before I enter the classroom as a first-year teacher. My first one is curiosity. Sometimes curiosity can take over. Sometimes curiosity is a perception. So I need to learn how to properly assess curiosity and how to use the curiosity to the student's advantage. Not only using it to their advantage in my classroom when it comes to how comfortable they feel with me, but also an advantage to their academics, their knowledge, how they're learning, what they're learning, why are they curious, or why they do the things that they do, or why they behave the way they behave, whether it's good or bad behavior. Reflection is another disposition that I need to work on. I do believe reflecting on myself is a strong part of educating. There are times where I don't take the necessary means or needs to deflect or reflect on myself and talk about what I can do better. I'm always talking about what I already am doing. So I do believe reflecting on myself and learning more about myself and what I'm teaching will help me be a better teacher my first year of educating. Compassion is also a big one that I noted. I have a lot of compassion and I do love students for who they are and I do nurture students, but I do believe my compassion can always grow. A student can always be loved in different ways, or you can always learn how to love a student in different ways. So compassion is a big one when it comes to dispositions that I need to improve or continuously work on to grow. The last question I have here is what qualities should professional educators display? I do believe professional educators should display several different qualities. Some of the ones that I noted here that are key qualities are knowledge and expertise, communication skills, patience, and creativity. You need knowledge and expertise to teach the students in the classroom, give them adequate information, adequate content. If you don't know what you're doing, how are you going to teach them how to do it? Communication skills are important. You need to learn how to talk to the student, what to say to the student, and what the student can and should not say to you, and what you can and should not say to the student. So communication skills can go a long way because they can help you understand peers. It's not always good to have peers understand you. Sometimes it's good to be understanding. So definitely having communication skills. Patience is also a big one. Of course, working around children when you are the adult or you're the role model in the room, patience is needed. A child may be at a different pace than a different child, or a child may be struggling, whether it's mentally or academically. So patience is a big one that you need to take with you, because if you don't have patience, how can you teach your kids patience when it comes to their academics, their mental aspects, or even their behavior aspects? And the last one is creativity. If there's no creativity in the classroom, there's no time or there's no space for brains to spear out or for students to reach out and learn different things. So you need creativity within your classroom when it comes to your decorations, your lessons, things that you do with students, things that you do outside of your classroom. All of those things equal up to students also expanding their creativity and learning and doing different things within your classroom. All of these things are learners' dispositions and also educator dispositions that I do believe I need to improve on, and also that I believe I'm already strong suited at. Thank you for listening to my video.